why it took me 2 years to get hired as a web developer, and why it won't take you that long. Let's get started. Just start with the front end. Don't go to the back end because it's really vast. Believe me, you alone are not gonna be able to make something really significant out of the back end and get hired as a back end developer, because junior developers don't get hired as back end or full stack developers unless of course you're already hired and you're getting paid to do the back end. They just get hired as front end developers. So just get started with the front end and start applying to jobs. Just do it. Only front end, okay? HTML, CSS, a bit of JavaScript. That is it. That's all it takes. Get good at your game. Get real good at your game. Don't be like, oh, I just completed this course and followed this tutorial and then I've made 1 or 2 websites following them and I've made nothing of my own. Don't be like that, okay? Just come up with ideas. Make stuff happen, okay? To get good at your thing, you'll have to make it, like make things repeatedly. So if you make one website in 2 days, in a month you'll have 15 if you keep at it, and it's gonna be good at the end of it. You will see the progress that you make throughout the month. So keep at it and make your game good, real good, so people can see it. Learn a designing software. Now, most of the Udemy courses or YouTube courses or any courses that you see out there, if you take them, which I did, ignore this fact that you can't just imagine a thing in your head and create it with code. You'll have to draw it. You have to have some designing software. Without it, you can't do shit. You can't do it. Believe me, you can't imagine stuff. Learn anything like Figma, Adobe XD, Photoshop. Go to, I'll link a channel or a few channels in my description which are real good. One is Design Course, which is by Gary Simon. That is this guy, and he's real good. That one is real good. Just go there, learn how he designs stuff. You really need to design it before you can make it into HTML and CSS, because you need to know where things should go. You can't code and design at the same time. That's real important. Put it in your head that you can't imagine stuff and do it. That's real important, because I used to do it that way and it didn't work. So when you have enough experience, you can start working. Now, how much is enough, you might ask? I say 3 to 4 good sites is good enough. Like, you don't need a ton of mediocre sites. You just need 3 to 4 good ones that look like they have been made by experts. Real good ones. And having those under your portfolio, you can just start applying to jobs now and just apply in huge numbers. Don't hold back. Like, don't apply to 5 jobs in 5 days. Just apply to 10 or 20 every single day. You just have to do it. That's the rule. It increases your chances. You are going to find people who are going to pay you in exposure. And believe me, those are real bad guys. They're just gonna break you down and tear you into pieces. And you have put in so much work into this, and they are like, oh, I'm not gonna pay you. Even if they can pay you something, they won't, because they're giving you exposure, and that's stupid. Believe me, it's just so stupid. Is exposure gonna buy you food? No. If that's a real popular person, maybe that could be helpful for you, but most of them aren't. Really. If you're going to really work for free, please don't, which I haven't. You should really find a good profit, not non-profit or some kind of that organization and do it for them. But just don't work for free for someone who can pay you, please. It's just like they don't really value you when they don't pay you. Because if you don't pay for something, do you really value it? For example, if I give you something for free, will you value it? No, nobody does. And you don't want to be something that's not valued. Organize your work. You need a place to put your work into. Like, make your own portfolio site, buy your own domain. Don't take back on it. Like, you need to look professional, right? So buy your own domain, make your own site, put your work inside it, display it real good, and you're good to go. Like whenever a prospect comes and asks for your work, you could just show them that site and you're good, right? So do that.